Hello everyone, welcome back to the TT Esports Dota 2 weekly number 14, the May finals. We're here in the losers bracket. We have WTFC, who do not have a team profile apparently, going up against FUREUR Multi Gaming. We just saw FUREUR in the last round drop a game, of course, to earn their place down here in the losers bracket. Against NGU, started off pretty strong. They hit a Wisp Chaos Knight combo, but I ended up feeding a few too many kills.
Dire team ban.
Looks like they're having a little bit of discussion about servers. I don't know. Ban's already underway here, though, for taking out Magnus to start things off. We're going to see a lone druid ban coming out from WTFC.
5 seconds remaining.
And looking for the second now from FUREUR. And it's going to be an IO, so it looks like they don't want to play against that in this particular game. See if Batrider's the ban that's going to come out from WTFC, if they're going to leave in the pool. Also leaves your Lifestealer in the pool if they want to take it out. They leave take the Lifestealer out, so it's going to be Batrider in the pool for pick it up. It's kind of the question. He's the sort of hero that we see almost always first picked when he's left in the pool. And FUREUR not going to make an exception to that rule here. Going with the Batrider pick right off the bat. Shadow Demon Clockwork going to be the response coming out from WTFC. Both heroes that work pretty well against Batrider. Of course, you can disrupt whoever he ends up trying to target, catching with his lasso, or Clockwork is just trying to throw cogs down. Kind of makes Batrider's life pretty miserable when he's trying to move around and set up those kills, pull people around in the fights when cogs are just pushing him around all over the place. Next Assassin going to be a pickup here from FUREUR, so they're grabbing the support.
10 seconds
Likely, who tries to roam around and set up kills and just sort of forces the enemy team to play aware that there is a bug walking around invisible on the map. And can be setting ganks up anywhere at any time. Looking for their third pickup now. Spending a little bit more time trying to figure out where they want to go with it.
10.
Radiant team pick.
We are from Frog and Baguette Land. Interesting. Gonna go with a Chen though for the third pickup, so I'm gonna grab another support hero. We'll see if the Nyx actually ends up as a support or goes to that mid lane with that pick, but kind of expected it to still be support, so they don't have to jungle the Batrider. They pick an off lane, they pick a carry to round out their lineup. Of course, Chen support in the jungle, Batrider probably in the mid lane in that theoretical situation. WTFC though, on the Radiant side, going to be looking for another pick, and they go with Gyrocopter, so looking for that to be their carry. They have the Shadow Demon as one of the supports. Clockwork, he can be in pretty much any lane at this point, whether it's support in the tri-lane, mid lane to just contest farm, or even in that off lane where he tries to just do whatever he can to stay alive. They have options with a pick like Clockwork, and we'll see where they end up going with it. Nothing committed yet, but we are going to hit that second ban phase. They're probably looking for support and another core, maybe a mid hero. We'll see if that is the case shortly as they start picking up heroes, but they haven't gotten to that point yet because we have to ban some more out first. And waiting for their first ban, we have a Keeper Light taken out by FUREUR, so it looks like they are expecting Clockwork to not be a support, which is probably fair and how we would most often see him. Anti-Mage going to be the selection from WTFC. They don't want to give him any really hard carry. And probably a good decision when you have that Chen. You know that you're going to be running the dual lane. You'll be able to get some more levels on your carry than maybe you normally would, with sort of tri-lanes being so popular right now. Quinn Payne going to be the man from FUREUR. Alchemist coming up from WTFC, so kind of sticking with the same theme for them, just banning out these hard carries. FUREUR now going to finish things off with a Weaver pickup, or ban actually, so somewhat surprised to see the Weaver. It's possible they could have run it in maybe a little bit less than the usual way, at least for my purposes, and put it maybe in the tri lane, sent gyro to the mid. They could have run it just off lane, sent clockwork mid. It's certainly a hero they could have run. I just don't really think it was
Dire team pick.
something we would have been looking for WTFC to be picking up here. Final ban going to be Phantom Lancer by WTFC. Just seeing if they decide to remake or not. Doesn't look like they've committed to anything yet.
Radiant team pick.
Luda going to be the pick for though, so that's going to be their carry.
Enchantress.
And we're going to see an Enchantress actually come
Dire
out
team pick.
from WTFC. So we're going to have both junglers in this game. The jungling supports Chen and Enchantress, one on one side, one on the other. We'll see who reigns supreme in the battle for the jungle. For fifth pickup, looking for someone to probably solo. Or if they grab a support, we'll know that the Nyx is likely to be in that mid lane. Haven't committed to anything yet though.
10 seconds remaining.
Really expecting to see another support here though.
5 seconds
At this point, I
remaining.
think probably their best bet is to go that route. But there's been some time thinking about going to dip into the reserve time. About a minute left, so they do have quite a bit of time to mull over this last pickup. Try and figure out what that Enchantress means for their opponents. Probably that they're not going to be running the aggressive tri-lane, or potentially that they are. And they're going to just try and contest farm in the jungle with the Enchantress from the Chen. Enchantress, of course, very easy to steal creeps from the Chen. You can try and reconvert them, whichever, but then they still have the timer, they end up dying. Hanging out though, 30 seconds left. Reserve time, and I don't know what they're going to want to pick up. Puck is in the pool. If they want that for the mid lane, they could certainly grab it here. Could give them some team fight that they don't really have a ton of at the moment. They don't have a lot of AoE. Chen's sort of pseudo single target. He's good for helping your team with his team global heal. Nyx doesn't have a ton of AoE though. He does mostly single target damage. Batrider, he has like
10
some AoE in the
seconds
form
remaining.
of Firefly, but mostly he's going to be used for his lasso, and they do pick up a support. So it looks like Nyx will be mid lane. And it's going to be Jakiro. It does give them some additional team fight as well. Sort of working the same thing I was looking for their final pickup, but it does come as a support, and that means they'll have Nyx too solo in the mid lane. And Batrider off. We'll see how it ends up working out for him. But we're looking for that final pickup now for WTFC on the Radiant.
10 seconds remaining.
Probably going to be a solo of some sort. If they pick up another carry to send the Gyrocopter, will be in the mid lane,
5
and Clockwork
seconds
off.
remaining.
They have quite a bit of bonus time saved up as well, and they get to think about exactly what FUREUR are going to be laning and what they want to do about it. If the Enchantress is going to try and go in aggressively jungle, contest farm from the Chen, contest the jungle control from the Chen, and then they run an aggressive tri-lane, Shadow Demon Gyrocopter. If they're just going to run the defensive lane with the Enchantress in their own jungle, if Gyrocopter's just going to solo bottom, they pick up another carry, and there's Slark. We'll see if that's their mid hero, or if they're going to run him a little bit differently. I kind of expect to see him just mid, Clockwork off, then the tri-lane, Gyro, Shadow Demon, Enchantress. Both teams can move around though, and we'll see who feels like they really need to contest far if they're going to try and run an aggressive tri-lane, or we just see both teams go defensive like we did last time. They committed to the FUREUR remake. Alright, back to the lobby. they have a proxy problem when they're playing on the Luxembourg server. Alright, well, that doesn't make any sense to me, but it certainly could be the case that whatever proxy they're running through freaks out. And Lux, whatevs. Alright, waiting for the players to pick up their heroes. Looks like everything's fine on the dire side. Radiant looking for Slark as their last hero.
Rattle trap.
Rattle Trap. He's the one you get to see. Clockwork Goblin himself. One of my favorite heroes. There's the Slark. Alright, so everyone's picked up, and we get to wait the 15 seconds or whatever until the game actually gets going. And then we can watch some Dota. Losers Bracket, TT eSports. Dota 2 Weekly number 14, the monthly finals for May. Looking for a good game here, and of course, whichever team loses at this point in the game, they get knocked down. Or knocked out, actually. They're out of the tournament. It is only best of ones until the end. So every game, gotta be fighting like your life's on the line. We'll see who can come out ahead. FUREUR didn't look too impressive last game. So looking for something a little bit bigger from here. Go over the players and their heroes though. Meantime, dire side, that's going to be FUREUR. We have the stand-in, I believe, Banzi playing the Chen. We're going to have Crimson on the Jakira. Matrice on the Luna. Mid lane, it's going to be Magic playing the Nyx Assassin. And finally off lane will be Jabba on the Bat Rider. Right side, we're going to have WTFC.
Thirty seconds to battle.
Tell me you use Pyrian Flax. Using it. So we're going to have Ezalor playing the Enchantress Nikitka on the Shadow Demon. Creature on the Gyrocopter. Tux playing the Clockwork Goblin, and finally Milan. We're going to be on the Slark. So it looks like Clock is just going to be off lane. Mid lane Slark, and then the tri lane going to be run defensively by WTFC. I think it's probably the right call. Poor Jakiro words.
Into the Valley of Death rode the 5 idiots.
Alright. Nikitka Shadow Demon has this haste room, maybe hoping to spot someone out, but Bat Rider's already headed all the way back to his jungle. Gonna make things a little bit complicated for Chen. Won't really be able to try and head to the other jungle, and he's not going to be able to use some portion of his own jungle, because the Bat Rider's going to be stacking things up, trying to set up kills there. Top lane, it's going to be Luna alone at the moment. We're just going to see probably Jakiro rocking poles here. And in fact, already getting ready to stack, it looks like. And he's going to be going up against Tux and the Clockwork, who's grabbing some creeps already, just trying to pull that creep wave as close to his tower as possible so he can get that farm safely. Milan, Magic, mid lane battle. Slark versus Nyx. Not a matchup we see a ton of. I kind of feel like I probably favor the Slark in this matchup. Nyx Assassin is the mana burn, but a lot of Slark's abilities don't really cost that much. And of course, once he hits level 6, he'll have that regen. So Nyx can try and burst him down, but if he doesn't really succeed, well, I'm just going to be back at full health between every attempt. Bottom lane creature going to get the complete free farm on his Gyrocopter. And they're trading lessons again. It's actually got a point in Essence Shift early. Well, I'm going to be forced to jump away, and he might... No. Not quite, oh, like 1 mana away from the mana burn. Ooh, Magic almost had that kill. Not going to succeed though, and just going to throw out another stun on Slark. Magic having the advantage early. Yeah, it looks like Rune is top. It's going to be regen. Gonna be a pretty big advantage here for Magic now. He's gonna probably spam that mana burn when he gets back to lane. Try and take as much away from Slark as possible, and then he can regen up. Not be really concerned about Slark as he's a melee hero. Getting in range to do too much about it. You could try and leap at him, but not gonna have a ton of success. Actually just goes for the stun. Bottom lane looks like Java is here on the bat right, trying to contest this stack. It's level 2, so he doesn't have a point in Firefly, and going to pop the Firefly now. The kick, surprised he's not. There's the disruption. Creature not getting in range though.
Rambo style. First blood.
And just going to let the bat rider get away. Top lane, Chen gets the kill in the clockwork. So things not going WTFC's way at the moment, and bat rider. Not sure why they didn't try and punish that a little bit harder. Jumps only level 2. Firefly does do damage, but not as much as Rocket Barrage, and he's got 2 points in it. Mid lane, Milan gonna go down as well. Magic gets the kill there. See the Nyx just walk up, give him the old bug claws right to the face, and Slark goes down. 2 kills now. Going the way of FUREUR. Tuck's back up in the top lane in his clockwork, trying to get some levels. A little 5 up on Matrice on that Luna. No mana though, so Tuck's doesn't need to be super concerned about getting picked off. Gonna pop some cogs as well. Holds this creep closer to his tower for a moment while this pull's going on, but because the pull's going on, eventually they're just gonna be fine. Tuck's not able to get in range for that berry, so now needs to be careful. Ice Path almost comes out there from Crimson, but not going to.
Dire's middle
As
tower
Tuck's
is
already
under
starts
attack.
backing off.
Denied!
And push top lane now. They have the Chen there. He has a creep. It is going to be the Centaur. Because that attack speed aura can also just tank up the tower a little bit. And it looks like it's going down pretty quickly. Centaur going to go down momentarily and is down now. Can they keep up with it? And we're not using the silencer anymore.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Too not classy. Matrice taking up this tower, I think, a little bit more than he needs to be. Ends up getting the last hit, nonetheless, though. The rocket flies through, not going to land. And Matrice just going to Tranquil Boot up. Mid lane Milan going to Bottle Crow a little bit. He isn't level 6 yet. We do have level 6 on the Nyx Assassin. He's going to Vendetta up. He's trying to bottle. Doesn't have any mana to do anything else, unfortunately for him. So gets the Vendetta hit, and Milan does some damage. That's all it's going to come from it. Needs quite a bit more mana before he's actually able to get the next hit in. Looks like the rune got the rune last. It was double damage that the Nyx had. Bottom lane. You see Barrier farming. There's a slow on Magic in the mid lane, but it looks like he's perfectly fine. Doesn't even take any damage from it, just kind of a waste of mana for Enchantress. Tuck's trying to still get levels up in the top lane. He's up to level 5, so he's having some success. Luna about to hit level 6, though. He's going to have to be somewhat careful about that. The Luna doesn't quite have the mana to Eclipse, but will pretty much by the time she has level 6, or actually definitely will. Java in this bottom Radiant Forest again. Moving around. He's up to level 5 in the Bat Rider. So he's able to get quite a bit done. Magic has an Invisor, not a Vendetta. Gonna get the stun of Milan. Can they get the kill in time? And Magic actually the one taking quite a bit of damage here. Milan just gonna back off for the moment, bottling up, and not gonna be able to go for the kill, so just gonna back off. Nothing coming as a result of that. As the Lord getting chased down by Java. Flavor gonna be there. Java taking a lot of damage. There's gonna be disruption. Can they get the kill is the question, and it looks like the answer is gonna be no. They do some damage to him and chase him off, but he's gonna be perfectly fine. Firefly fortunately there, and of course he's right next to the cliff, so he just goes down and is like, yeah, whatever, you can't chase me anyways. And gets away scot-free. Bottom lane creature continue to farm, leading the last hits by quite a bit. 11 ahead of the Luna on the dire side at the moment. And that's a pretty big advantage. Not a ton of reason that the Clockwork should have been able to contest that much farm. Here comes the Vendetta. Milan needs to back off immediately.
Players here.
Better swim for it. Let me out of here.
Slark, the immediate buyback, goes to the bottom lane. It looks like they want to get this kill on Barrier. I don't know if they're going to be able to get there in time. The slow's there. Jump's still alive for the moment. The flame break coming out.
Radiant's top tower is
Slark
under
not even
attack.
really close to in range yet. He leaps over. Gets the Dark Pack, but not going to even really hit on Java with it. Try to keep up. Batrider, one hit, and gets the kill.
Softly.
So he does chase down Batrider.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Milan
attack.
chasing after Magic. The Leap's going to be there. He ends up stunning himself. Getting mana burn. They're low on HP. Neither really has mana, but Milan going to be forced to back off. In the meantime, some dire supports, as well as the actually Luna, rotating to the mid lane. So maybe trying to push this tower in the mid. Or just set up a gank on Slark. He's going to get stunned once again, and there's the Lucent Beam.
I hadn't spawned yet.
Another kill for Magic.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And another death for Slark.
Dire's bottom
Radiant
tower
Courier
is
just
under
flies
attack.
in. 6 HP.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Almost a tragedy. But it does make it away.
Radiant's middle
If
tower
only
is
just.
under attack.
And tier 1 mid. No chance. Nick Sesson gets the last hit.
Radiant's middle tower
Magic
has fallen.
doing quite well for himself. 1600 gold. We'll see what he goes for next. If he's going to go for Dagon. If he's going to go for Blink
Radiant's
Dagger.
middle tower is under
We
attack.
do have a Midas up on Gyrocopter. Helping to get him more farm. Yasha the first pickup from the Luna, so she's going a more aggressive build. And you can see that in how the game's been going right now. They've already taken 2 towers with her already rotating towards that mid lane. See what the next pickup is, if she finishes it into Manta style or just goes for like a BKB now. Maybe Helm of the Dominator. Definitely both considerations. Milan going to have a disconnect from WTFC. Tamir. Magic just says no. Here comes the trash talk. So are they just going without him? Okay, well, I have no idea what's going on right now. WTFC, it looks like Ezreal gonna get ganked. No chance of surviving. Another kill for Magic on the Nyx.
Another head, another dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I have no idea what's going on. They're just gonna play on 4v. Alright. Well, this has become very strange very quickly. Looks like someone else is microing the Slark at this point. He's going to try and go on Crimson, not going to actually have any success. Blink Dagger is picked up on Nyx now. Disruption going to be there, Milan gets hit. And Crimson's going to go down. Sheddy ends up getting that last hit.
Radiant's bottom
Into
tower
Milan going
is
to
under
Dark Pact
attack.
away. Any debuffs that were on him? I don't know what was on him. He does end up getting it off though, and it looks like it's Ezreal probably microing the Slark right now on his Enchantress. Not the strongest of strategies because he won't be able to buy items on the Slark. The kick is going to go down. Tux rotating down towards the bottom lane. Milan going to spot people out. Java trying to get away for the moment. Magic on the retreat as well. The net going to actually be there from Chen. Keeping Tux out for the moment. Chen in some trouble. Looks like he'll probably go down. But Magic getting away for the moment. Bat Rider tries to come in the back. The Cog's going to push him away. And we'll see. Are they going to try and commit to anything? Clockwork, the ult's still on cooldown for a couple seconds.
Top tower is under attack.
And Vizrin picked up by Java, so he's going to dodge that homing missile. Pretty convenient timing for him. And he can try and head back in, re-engage with that. Slark maybe getting stunned. Haste Rune bottled by Magic. And that's going to be death of his Nyx, or Slark. Very easily, he has nowhere to go. Another kill for Nyx Assassin. He's heading down to the bottom lane. Creature's going to be the target. Looks like he won't be able to get there quite in time. Creature backs off immediately. Crimson, Magic, Java in the bottom lane. Looks like they might be going for a little bit of push on this tier 1 bottom. 7-3 kill score with the lead for the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And of course they're playing 5v4 at this point. It's feeling like the tower is probably dead and the game is probably approaching over very quickly. Crimson only at 1 point in liquid fire right now. He's only sitting at level 6, so I'm not going to have too many skill points to be throwing around quite yet. Top lane Ezreal, super dead. Tree's going to get the kill with Eclipse, and he immediately switches to Slark. And heading up towards the top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Blink
under
Dagger
attack.
picked up by Bat Rider now. Tux, Milan,
Radiant
moving around.
structures are fortified.
Manta style though finished by the Luna. Rush to Manta. Not the strongest of builds, but doesn't really matter. Feeling like they're really far ahead. We can
Radiant's
look.
bottom
Gold,
tower is under
5k
attack.
experience, 3.5. Those are both pretty large advantages. Looks like Chen going to send Bat Rider
Radiant's
back to
bottom
base.
tower has fallen.
And the rest of the team just going to walk back. Need to have Slark hanging out in the entire jungle. Fighting neutrals. Vendetta going to be used by the Nyx Assassin. Going down towards the bottom lane with
Radiant's
Jakiro.
middle tower is
Creature
under attack.
out in the middle of nowhere. Trying to run away. Jakiro coming in from behind. He's just going to blink forward to try and get the kill. Creature going to get stunned by Ice Path, and that's going to be it. Cooldown going to be used. Won't be enough to do too much.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And they get the
attack.
kill on the gyro. Still leading in last hits, and not in net worth. Falling behind by quite a bit at this point. Smoke going to be used by the dire side. And Chen gonna get a kill on the Kika. Ezreal going to make it away with the heal. Gonna get slowed up, and the Ice Path does land. Magic, not a ton of mana up on him. That means he's not gonna be able to go in. Tux, single the high ground is Clockwork. Looks like they might want to commit Crimson. Gonna be the target.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just gonna die. Hero been the target thus far. Milan pulled by the Bat Rider ult. He's down. Clockwork drops Cogs. Tries his best to survive. Goes down. Magic gonna get hit by the call down. Bans taking a lot of damage as well, but Creature not gonna be able to get a kill. Taking some damage as well now. Homing missile gonna get dropped, and eventually he does manage to get the kill for Creature. And that's on the Bat Rider. Bat Rider will immediately buy back for 13-5. That kill score still ahead by quite a bit. It's an interesting strategy. Draw on the map. Going back to farming. Not a very exciting game, especially when one of the players actually apparently rage quit. They said he couldn't reconnect to the game. Joe gonna spot out Ezler in the jungle. Looks like Nyx is vendetta. Gonna head in, and Ezler looking to be in trouble. Are they gonna use lasso for it is the question. Answer is no. FUREUR just gonna get the kill with the flame break. So another kill. That time on the Enchantress, and Ezler going to drop as well. Alright. FUREUR continue to just push in. Gonna miss from Clockwork Arbitrace. Tuck's trying his best. Called not gonna be there with the channel. Coming through as well. Creature gets pushed back for the moment. Tux goes down. And not much happening beyond that. Nikita tries to smoke, it looks like, going to just go down. That kill going to Chen. Smoke comes out from FUREUR this time. Creature going to get blinked on. Takes quite a bit of damage thus far. Milan coming in the middle of the fight. Creature it's still going down though. And does die. Now Milan. Or whoever's microing Milan. Trying to go down. And Matrice gets the last hit. So, strange game. So it's just like, eh. FUREUR gonna take it though. They get to move on. And WTFC, they get to figure out what they're doing with their team.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks. Dire victory.
Alright, what's good? This match in the TT eSports Dota 2 weekly number 14. Of course, the championships for May, the finals. We're going to be moving on once again. That was a losers bracket match between FUREUR Gaming and WTFC. FUREUR going to take it. And kind of an awkward victory. We'll be back momentarily for the next game. Thanks for coming, and feel free to stick around.